can be rather imprecise unless some kind of target.
When I have a station also a station with which is freeboard, the last point is marked as one as a shear.
It's not necessary.
This was possible to mark this point somewhere lower.
The freeboard,
not the last point.
freeboard point
You can put the first point
everywhere, wherever you want. Wherever you want, you can put the
Very often it's easier to put the measure points on the freeboard somewhere lower, yeah?
Of course.
And this is the example that he was mentioning about the Grand Soleil 39 and the 43, and several layers. They do not have the freeboard points on the shear, and so you have to be prepared and look for the points, because if you measure the freeboards, your numbers will be complete.
But
I had some situation like this. I'm measuring in Szczecin. Jarek is here in that, and Jarek, I don't have scanning equipment on Jarek. And Jarek goes to Szczecin, scan a ball, mark the freeboards on the shear line, and after launching the Yak, I was checking the freeboards. But very often it's like this that owner doesn't mark permanently this point, and I check the freeboards according to rules, which is
45 degrees or
yes. And sometimes I don't know really where this point is on an offset file, but sometimes I could mark this somewhere else, and I don't have this mark on a yard. And
I mean, I would.
There's some problem.
I also try to, particularly when if you are scanning particular boat, then it's definitely good to mark the freeboard points with a punch or even with a small screw. 2 millimeters, every 2 and 3. You put the screw, particularly the cross one, and then you exactly know. And then it's fixed. It's there. You can't miss it, and it can be anywhere on the boat. And you, before measuring, you always have to check with the rating officer before where to get instruction where it is.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there's no sense.
The bigger problems are with all the designs.
Yeah.
For example, I have one. This was Scampy. I checked the freeboards according to the rules, and the difference between displacement from freeboards and from stables half ton.
For how much? How total boat weight is? How much?
300, 3,000.
But the offset file, Jarek showed me on the offset profile from offset file is same boat. But the free, I don't know where.
No, I mean,
freeboard points.
I know that there could be some problems in this discrepancies, but frankly, this is the first time I hear that you measure the hull and you use the freeboards and you are getting something is wrong.
With the points, freeboard points.
With the freeboard points or the method. Later, if you want, we can deep into the file and trying to understand. Normally, as I said, if you have the hull scanned and measured, in the tons of offset, we didn't find any problem. If you have designer files and then playing also with this, trying to find the freeboard points, yes, then there is a problem. But in particular, in the early cases, particularly with you say, I would expect that it's something that there is some problem which probably can be considered. While we are here, we can check it.
What is good practice worldwide? Yeah, we are quite new analysis. Do you do any pictures? And do you have archives of pictures of the point of the freeboard, for example?
Yes.
And that's indispensable when the points are not in the usual place, on the 45 degrees, then you need to take a picture.
So this is what I'm showing. So it's not, come on, how this is. I want to show you the to give you the example. This is the part of the database available to the rating officer. So I know, for example, that if I want to look for XP44, there is XP44 also file, and if I click on it, I get here pictures. And here is what I was saying. Here is the pictures that shows you, this is the deck, that shows you what level you are looking on the other side. This is the one. This is the second picture. You see, here is the freeboard point. This is the freeboard point. Why? Because depending on the way how they put the deck, this can be of different kind.
Yeah,
So what you
this,
need-
this was clarified also this year, last year.
And so, for example, you are going to measure this boat. You call Jarek. Jarek can send you these photos. No need to send you offset file, but can send you these photos, and you know exactly where this. And in fact, in all, you know, and this is how you find the position.
The final one is a sketch that is for each
And the final one is the sketch. So this is how you also when you're measuring, you know, nowadays we all have to take photos.
Maybe some more explanations for the problem of weight in Poland. We have in Poland parallel national rating system. In this rating system, one of the important things is to weight the boat. And almost every boat have ORC certificate and national system certificate. And it's very easy to compare two weights from freeboards and from weight. And almost every owner compare these two values and blame to.
And how much in the general you have difference between?
Up to 50 kilograms.
50.
50, yeah.
Up to 50
20,
kilos.
50, 40, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, 20 within the 20 kilo, depending 1 millimeter on 40 footer is 16, 70 kilos per millimeter. So
Of course, 50 is not an issue. If we have 50, we can always can explain. But very often we have some complaint that is 200, 300 kilograms.
200, 300.
Seven, yeah.
1 ton, and so on.
My boat is 180.
Be honest, we have huge doubts
Difference.
about our national rating system.
But
So,
it is one thing that, wait, just one question. When you are weighing the boat, is it in completely the same condition, empty completely?
I cannot prove it. Yeah, of course, but I have discussion with all. I have discussion with all.
I mean, we will go to this. The one thing is, a boat when measured has to be completely empty. This has been changed in 2013. There is no anything inside. So this can be also the difference. You make a boat on the scale, but then you left tank with the water in one condition, not in the other condition. So if you want to do comparison, you have to have both in exactly the same condition. And frankly, I can tell you that in Australia, they are measuring all the boats and big racing boats, top boats, for ORC International, and they are doing IRC also. And they are doing very careful weighting of the boat for IRC. And sometimes weighted displacement is also one of the ways how to check designer files. So if you start, if you have accurate weight, and you have designer files, and you measure the figures, and if you compare it, if you trust the accurate weights, you should see how much adjustment of the freeboard points you may need. But the problem is always to define what is correct. And on the other hand, to weight the boat and to get an accurate weight of the boat is not an easy task. mean,
What was,
the first thing is that you have to be sure that, okay, let's assume that the boat is prepared as it is. Then you need a crane and you need a single point weight. You know, as soon as you have something trying to, you know, to do with a tool or something, or even this thing with a travel lift. On usual question is, people are saying, oh, but my boat on travel lift is like this. Come on, travel lift has 120 kilos, like this problems. You know, they don't care. They just have to know where they are.
The closest measure of travel lift weights is by ton.
But
Not
it's not-
kilo.
yeah.
That's what they care about.
So, I mean, if you have an accurate, and if you know that, and sometimes it's good for, let's say, for the one design boats that have in the one design class rules that needs to be calibrated scale with a single point, and then you may select. But I would never say 100%, okay, this is the weight is correct. Wait, I mean, we have to check. That's the way you need to find what is good, what is bad. Okay, next.